Hello, I'm trying something new, doing some videos. My name's Cole, and I'm with Woohoo Creative. I hope you're having a great day, Wild Ones. It's starting to rain here in the midst of summer in Seattle. As always, it's been a rough one this year, but hopefully we won't have the wildfires we had the last 2 years. Last week I was doing an awesome day of studio time with my lovely, lovely friends. And I made a bunch of different stuff, and I just wanted to show you. And when I was explaining to them what I was making, because they're like, why are you putting stuff on envelopes and on tags and on lovely manila folders? And I said, well, I like stuff that I can hold in my lap on the couch and then add words and text and hand drawing and maybe a little extra ink work to once I get it to the couch. So we were joking that I should call it couch creativity, and that's what I thought I'd call it. So the couch creativity time. What these were, so this was a stamp with acrylic paint on it, and the acrylic paint was a metallic, and I don't think you can pick up the metallic, but this was a factory or a purchase stamp. This is kind of interesting because my friend had these kind of tiles that fit together, and we inked them up with some acrylic, and they looked pretty beautiful. And then this was a stamp that her husband's mother had carved way back when. And I absolutely love the throughput of inheriting art supplies and art materials and art tools from other people. And I was so delighted that she let me take a couple of her stamps home with me that day. Some of the other materials I just love are this really thin deli paper. Can you see my face? It is, I can't believe I just said, can you see my face? But it's super, super thin and absolutely fun to work on. It's a really lush surface. It's what you wrap a deli sandwich in. And I love how acrylic sticks to it and makes patterns with it. And I love that you can glue this in and it'll glue in really, really flat to any piece or journal or anything. And you get this gorgeous, gorgeous surface that'll take ink, it'll take everything. And it's also translucent, so you can see what's underneath. My friend gave me a huge stack of manila folders from her business that she was cleaning out. And I took and put the stamp on there. My son carved that stamp out of foam. We were doing an Egyptology class, and he was doing the all-seeing eye, and I did the bug you saw on the last. I did the scarab holding the moon or the sun. I think the sun. Out of mine. And then I love to go find quotes by people that I just love. You get whatever you accomplish, you get whatever accomplishment you are willing to declare. Georgia O'Keeffe. I thought that was a really pretty way to do it. And then I did the stamp of the fern again. The fern is such a talisman for the Northwest. It grows in abundance here. It's a natural plant. I think they're just beautiful. I love running my hands through them. Don't dismiss the elements. Water soothes and heals, air refreshes and revives, earth grounds and holds, and fire is a burning reminder of our own will and creative power. Breathe them in, swallow their spells. There's a certain sweet comfort in knowing that you belong to them all. Victoria Erickson. So for these, I love to take these reminders and then either send them to my friends in the mail or hang them up on my wall or put them into a journal. And a good way to do that is to go grab a color copy of it before you send it off. So I did a color copy, and not only did I grab a color copy, I decided to to shrink it quite a bit so it would fit into the mail envelopes I had. I also made a copy of the tags, and I love to be able to reuse those, and especially if you're gluing them into a book, it's so much better to glue them into a book when they're thin like that. And then these are some of the envelopes I was working on. Kind of fun. Add a little extra zhuzh to the mail you're sending off. Hold my hand there. So that one was kind of fun. And I did some pen work to it, used the stamps. This was some gesso, some gold gesso that I had just like had extra on my palette. And I know myself, I just like sucked it up onto an envelope. And then I took that envelope and just kept working on it and added the stamps to get to that kind of beautiful finish, and then did some hand ink lettering on top for the addresses and send it off, and it's a bit of happy mail. This is a piece of the deli paper copied at a little bit smaller amount, and I love how that turned out. And I think I'm going to be very excited to put some kind of Tisha Moore lettering in here and really fill in that space. What I love about taking color copies of my own work is that I don't have to think about, did I get this from somewhere? Should I copyright this? Or should I send somebody, like, make sure they're acknowledged as I work? And I love to be able to just get the work done and get it out the door. I'm a very quick worker, and because of my lifestyle, it just really requires me to move fast. I hope you have an amazing day, wild ones, and I hope you find some time to do some couch creativity.